everyone, I'm Sarah Burton, and this is one of the masks that I picked up while in Venice, Italy. Speaking of Italy, I love Italian food, and I'm so happy to share with you a recipe that I learned while staying in a bed and breakfast over in Sorrento, Italy, and is the 3-cheese ziti with eggplant. Let's go over here and get started. Now we're going to start with our tomato sauce, and right now I have 1 small yellow onion chopped that I am sauteing with 2 cloves of chopped garlic. Now you just want to saute these for about a minute, just like that, and make sure you have it on high heat. Those look pretty good. Now to this, we're going to just turn it down to medium, and then we're going to add our 2 cans of the 28-ounce cans of crushed tomatoes. Just like that. Yum! Love tomatoes. There we go. And now we're going to add our 2 tablespoons of chopped basil. I just love basil. It's one of my favorite herbs. And 1 tablespoon of sugar to give it some sweet. A little bit of salt. Just a couple pinches. Now we're just going to stir that together to incorporate everything. Now this is going to cook for about 25 minutes on medium heat. Just like that. Here we go. And while this is cooking, we're going to come over here and we are going to saute up our eggplant. Now I used 1 whole large eggplant and I chopped it up into cubes. So just kind of like rough chop, just make sure you kind of get them square. They don't have to be perfect, that's for sure. Now I'm just going to add that into about 3 tablespoons of our vegetable oil. Now, you don't have to use this much eggplant, but if you're not a big fan of eggplant, you can cut it back a little. Maybe use half an eggplant, or if you'd like, no eggplant at all. So these are just going to saute for about a minute until they're tender. Alright, these look really good. Now quickly, I'm just going to salt them. Kind of mix that in now. As you see, they browned up a little. Whoops. Alright, now we're going to add these to our tomato sauce. Mix that in there. Just like that. Once you get your eggplant in, I switched it into a bigger pot. That way we can fit the pasta with it. And so now we're just going to add 1 pound of the Ziti noodles. As you can see, they look like this, like a little telescope kind of. We're just going to add that. It's a lot of pasta. Just mix that in. I hope everyone's hungry because we have plenty. I know my family will eat this up. Okay, and then to that, we're going to add our 1 cup of Parmesan cheese. Just like that. And keep it on medium to medium and high. That way everything will melt together. Just mix that. And now, time to make our sauce a little bit more creamier and give it that kick. Our wonderful, original Philadelphia cream cheese. About 1 package of 8 ounce is what we're using. Just kind of break it up in these little pieces as you put it in, so it'll be easier to mix in. I can see it melting already. so delicious. I am so excited to make this dish and just share it with all of you. Now, as you can see, we've already added our 2 cheeses and our 3 cheese ziti. So we have 1 more to go. Now kind of let this cook while you're mixing it for 1 to 2 minutes on high heat. That way it warms everything and gets everything incorporated and melted right. This looks good. Now we're going to take it off the stove, like this, and bring it over here. Now our last cheese. 1 cup of shredded mozzarella cheese. Now we're just going to add that. Oops. It's going to come out. Just like this. And we're just going to give it a nice quick stir. That way this kind of just nicely melts. Doesn't have to melt totally, but just kind of a little bit before we plate it. I'm so excited to try this. I love it how I took a traditional Italian meal and just kicked it up a notch by adding Philadelphia cream cheese. Yum. Okay, now we're ready to plate. Just going to take our pot and just kind of pour it over our wonderful serving dish. Look at all that pasta. It's a feast. A wonderful Italian feast. Yum. All right. Now I have a nice little table setting here. I'm just going to take this pretty hand-painted bowl and I'm just going to get me a nice heaping serving. You can see the strings of cheese just pulling out of the dish. Yum. I love cheese, especially cream cheese. There we go. Yum. I have a big appetite today. All right, I'm going to grab my fork, and now my favorite part of the video, taste some eggplant, some of the sauce. Yum. So excited. If I just close my eyes, I can picture myself on a little cafe in Italy, right by the Mediterranean Sea, eating this pasta. I hope you all enjoy it as much as I do, and have a great rest of the week for your videos. Ciao!